Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to Story in the Cards with my wonderful co-hosts, Aley from Heart and Soul Connected and Val from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Hey!
Channeling Harry Nielsen today.
Very cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
You know what? I saw that, and I had yet to check it out, and I most certainly will, because I'm sure he had some very interesting things to say.
Yes,
I always do from the other side.
Totally. So yeah, the notices went out, so we should start seeing people coming in. Yay. And hello to those of you that are here. Hello, Linda H., Barbara Nesper, Christine Fryer, Froxy Roxy, Carolyn Booker, Bora Bora. Hey, Janet. Ness is here. And who else is here? Denise Alloway. Hello, Denise. Ellen Garcia, Spirit Beyond the Stars, Dragonfly Crystals. Who let her in?
Yeah.
Somebody wasn't paying attention. Silly. Oh, and that heart and soul
Silly, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. And Marby Gangora. Hello, Linda. Coyote Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
Lisa Ann. Linda H. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lovely, lovely little group. Hey, Rose Blue. So, yeah, we generally have a really good time on Story in the Cards because, we'll take a look at what's going on. And sometimes we're a little snarky. Snark provided at no extra charge.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for it. Yeah.
Hi, Create Love and Lori and Froxy. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, Create Love. Yes, hello, everyone. So, some interesting things that I thought that maybe we can take a look at.
Okay.
And, but before I do that, I'm going to remind everyone to do the like, share, subscribe thing. Okay. Allie's information and Val's information is down in the description of the video. You may, depending on how the links work, you may have to copy and paste. I'm sorry, I'm not an IT person, but the information is there. Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure you go over to their channels and to do the same thing. The like, share, subscribe, because there are people out there who are searching for answers. They're searching. They want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know who we are. Like, believe it or not, there are not too many people out there who know exactly who Aley, Val, and Marina are. Shocking, though that might be.
You're kidding. Oh, my God.
I know.
Why didn't you tell me this 2 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. So you want to help them find us. So anytime that you do that, when you leave a comment at the videos, it just raises the YouTube algorithms and it gets us out in front of a lot more people. And then they can hear the messages that we are, that we are sharing with all of you. So there you go. And Aley, what have you got? Anything interesting coming up? You always do. You're always doing
Well,
shows.
yeah, I'm actually having Irish Granny Helen and Dr. Ann, sentient academic, and we're going to talk tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning because Ann's down in New Zealand about time slips and the Mandela effect.
I'm watching.
There's a lot. There's a lot out there. It's really cool. Yeah. And then I'm going to be working with Val on her class that she's having from 2 to 4.
Perfect.
And at night, I'm working with Scott Scorpio Moon. So I got a couple of shows to do tomorrow and having some fun. Yeah.
Perfect. How about you, Val?
Class tomorrow with Aley.
Yeah. And Val is coming on with Jean on my channel Sunday.
Next day at 10 in the morning Pacific time. So right up there for the spirit show. And also, I would just want to say a little plug for my class.
Please
I have
do.
a meditation class on the 24th. You can still sign up. And we have a nice little group. We got about 18 people in there, 19 people. So more would be even better. And then the channeling class you can sign up for, which is starting March 16th, I think. They're all on Saturdays, 7 weeks. So also, I just want to let you know, Gerald and I are going to open up the Divine Complement class, and we're hoping to hold it on March 1st, although I don't have it on my website yet. I'll be adding that this week.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Marina, tell everybody about your.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That'd be really good. Yeah.
I'm really, really stoked about this.
Yeah.
So it's a 30-day course, but don't let the 30-day, scare you. So it is called Achieving Union. And what I hope to achieve at the end of it is to help you build a stronger relationship with spirit and with your higher self, which is basically one and the same. And just very quickly, every day you'll receive a short 5-6 minute video that will talk about spirit. But more than that, I'm going to give you little bits of homework that you can do every day to kind of work on that. And, it'll have that cumulative effect. We'll meet once a week to discuss progress, answer any questions. I think the cost, I think, is exceptionally good. For non-members, it's $50 for the 30 days. And for members, it's going to be $30, except for those that are at the alumni. At the highest level, they're going to take that, get that for free. So I'm really stoked and hope to start it on March the 1st.
That's
Very
awesome.
Good. That sounds great. That sounds great.
Yeah.
And that really, for everyone in the chat and those who watch in the future, when you are doing something like that every day and you have a scheduled practice time, this is going to transform your lives.
True.
So sign up for Marina's classes. It's so affordable. You will be transformed. So,
and they say it takes a certain amount of time to start a habit.
Yes.
And
exactly.
after if you can continue on that 30, you can continue.
Power of being there every day to spirit, saying I'm here and I'm doing all this. You will have changes happen, and you will be a new person at the end of the 30 days.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Whether you sign up or not, 30 days is going to come and go.
Yes.
Right? So you might as well, at the end of the 30 days, at the end of March, be in a much better position.
Absolutely.
You
can run your own show. You can have all these guests. You can go on TV.
Absolutely.
You'll have a direct connection with the ascended masters.
You can't get a better deal than that.
That's very
true. Like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. So, all righty. And thank you for those of you that have joined us while we've been doing our little chit chat and whatnot. So Linda De Gonzalez, hello, darling. Bernie Girl, Artist Liz, Joe has come in. Hello. I think that's it for the new folks. So welcome. Thank you.
Wicky's here. Wicky came in too.
Oh, hey, Wicky.
Yeah. All right.
Nice to see you here.
Yeah.
All right. So, one of the things that I read about today, now this could have come out in the last day or two. I'm not exactly sure when it was, but Elise Stefanik was interviewed, and he was asked about Mike Pence. Did he do the right thing? And she said no. That the question was, if you were vice president, would you have done basically what Trump wanted you to do? And she said, well, it was an assault on the country. And yeah, Mike Pence absolutely did the wrong thing. So is this girl normal? Like, is she? No, I didn't think so. But I thought, what was in her mind to actually say something like that out loud? Clearly, she's applying for the VP position.
She is, even though they said it's between Tim and Kristi Noem. That's what they're saying. But yeah, they're all a bunch of ass kissers, is what they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Hey, Mopsy, nice to see you here. So, yeah, if we can just take a look at her, what how does she think this is going to benefit her? What's in her mind?
She needs a referral to get
To
the
get
test done.
Yeah.
Like eval.
I think she thinks it's going to open up her world. And, we'll take her to the next level. And, maybe in 2032, she'll be the president.
And I think she's going to lasso her. She's going to lasso her role in the presidency.
I agree.
VP.
She's going to give it a try. She's going to give it a try. She's a little demon. She's a little demon. And I did pull another card, and it was the gun. So I think what this tells me is she shot herself in the foot.
She did, and she did. She's pulling the trigger for what she wants, and I don't see that that's going to benefit her.
No,
not in this truth. This is the time where real truth, authentic truth will be revealed. Right. Yeah. And you keep the fake rhetoric going, it's going to slap you right in the butt. So
Yep.
And she was a staunch supporter of George Santos as well.
Yeah, there you go. Enough said.
Yeah.
I know.
Game over. Mic drop.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's not good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aley and I were chatting backstage about special counsel Robert Hur and the him coming out with his report, and what Biden did was, oh my God, it was awful. But we're not going to charge him because he's going to be, if he gets in front of a jury, he's going to be a very sympathetic defendant because, he's kind of old and he's forgetful. So he kind of, he buried him, or tried to bury him, with a lot of useless information that was included in that report that didn't belong in that report. And Kamala Harris actually said that his comments were gratuitous, inaccurate, and inappropriate.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm speechless that they would talk about his son and all of that stuff.
Well, and the thing, as you know, because I guess you talked about it on Polyterology, but it was the day after that Israeli.
October 7th.
Yeah. And his mind was a little bit busy.
He sat for 8 hours. When has Trump ever sat for anything for 8 hours?
Here is what her reason is. This is the love potion he did for Trump. He drank it just like Kool-Aid. He's trying to show his love to the orange.
So you think it's obviously a political hit job. I would love to know who, but I get the Grim Reaper. He wanted to bury Joe. He wanted to make him so upset that he would probably, he was
burying Joe while his devotion to the orange one was being
correct.
See what I'm doing for you?
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. He
He
was looking after the majestic whale.
That's him. every time.
Every single
because
time.
he was actually appointed by Trump.
Yes.
That's right. He was.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we know where his loyalties are. So
Yeah.
this is one of those.
It was his love song to Trump, his love potion, number 9.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
We're doing songs.
I
And
think.
it was Joe that kept him on. He could have replaced him, but
Yes.
he didn't.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Joe's that kind of guy. He's not going to
Yeah.
take your livelihood away until
Yeah.
you show your color. And he's not going to do, he doesn't do retribution.
No.
So,
No.
like some
And
people.
Proxy, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Froxy is absolutely right. She said Merrick Garland should never have let those remarks be added to the report. Exactly, because they were gratuitous. They had nothing to do with anything.
Does he have the power to have
Kamala
them?
said that. Kamala said that. She said she's been a prosecutor, and you don't put that stuff in a
No.
report. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the facts. Put the facts in there. So I think, I guess what the question that I'd like to ask with that as well is this actually going to benefit Biden? Is this going to spur some people on to say, okay, no, enough. Let's look at all the things Biden has done right.
And
where
I got
we
something
are.
to tell you all tonight that he did right, and it's gonna blow your mind. I get here, your ending is still unwritten. It's never too late to create a life you love. So, yeah, the ending is unwritten. That's what I'm getting. This isn't over yet.
Go ahead,
The jail cell. What is going to happen here? And this is all you need to keep your eyes on. And then you're going to see the faces appear in the between the bars.
That's right. That's right. Hi, Alice.
Hey, Alice.
Yeah.
Those that have sworn their allegiance to the love goddess are not going to be happy, because she's not going to be happy. And she's not going to be happy when Judge Engoron comes down with his judgment.
Oh, boy, are you right. Oh, Alina Habadabadoo. She's not going to fare very well.
No.
I like that. I like that, Aley.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. And you know what? If we can, excuse me, let's just take a look at Alina Habba, who is no longer, I guess, representing Trump. He's shopping around for new lawyers.
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, he was her hero. He's going to go down.
She didn't win the case. Of course, he was said afterwards. This blew my mind. Somebody asked him a question at a press conference, and they said, "What are you going to do about that $68 million or whatever it, $86 million?" Yeah, and he said, "We won that case."
Yes, he did. I saw it.
Yeah.
He said, "This is what he does. It's his playbook. He spins the truth, and so his people, the MAGAs, see that and they believe it. They don't watch the news. They don't listen to the real truth.
That's very true.
When he reports the news in his own way, wherever he gets a sound bite, they are going, "Oh, well, we won that."
Yeah, we won.
Oh yeah, no, we did. We won that on appeal. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that the one we won on appeal?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Now here's Trump. Okay, this is why Aley, or what her name is, Habba. Yeah, Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah,
because she allowed him to be stripped bare, and he didn't like to be the emperor with no clothes on. He likes to keep his secrets clothed underneath.
That's true. That's very true.
Absolutely. Yeah, believe me, not your lion eyes.
I got the ruler. So in this case, I'm feeling as though somebody's taking the ruler and slamming her on the wrists or on the like bad girl. You did, and everybody has said that she was a horrible lawyer.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah,
didn't even know procedures in court. Didn't know how to, take care of evidence and understand how
Yeah.
evidence works. Yeah. All of that.
I get very. She was hoping and wishing for a lot of things. Like, did she think she was going to be the next,
Well,
AG?
she was supposed to be the new AG. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I also heard she was vying for a position at Fox as a news broadcaster or a anchor position or some job there. So you could take your pick about what she thought she was going to get out of this in some way.
Hey, Diana. Hello, Kelly Healer.
Yay.
Hello, those that have joined
and
us.
Diane's here. Yeah, so
Hey, Diana. Yep. Okay. So, I think, let me see what. Well, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, okay?
That's exactly what I had, but I had shits and grins. So yeah.
What did Putin think of Tucker Carlson's interview? Because good old Tucker.
Yes.
He thought he was making a devotee, and he was going to make sure he had him on his knees doing whatever Putin wanted.
Yeah.
And that's how it
You know
worked.
why? Because he was a blood sacrifice.
That all makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Totally. Yeah. I get the meta. And that kind of reminded me, like, you know what? You're trying to stand out in a meadow of the same flowers. You're just like everybody else.
Right.
You're trying to make a difference. And I'll tell you, Colleen had a really, really good kind of call on this earlier. She believes that Tucker didn't go over on his own, that Putin summoned him.
I bet he did. Because he wants to make it look like Putin had no other choice than to invade Ukraine and let everybody know that. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he sat there and, he thought that what he was doing was one of those hard-nosed interview things, like, I'm going to call you to the carpet. You better answer.
Yeah.
And yet he was just
looks like he's really concentrating. And
I know that.
But did he talk to the real Putin, or did he talk to one of the fakes?
I know. Well, that's the question, Aley. You hit the nail on the head. Yeah. I mean, in all intents and purposes, it was the man behind the curtain running the show.
That's right.
Not the puppet out front. So,
you know what? Let's pull a card on that.
All
was it the real Pootie?
Was it?
Or was it Memorex? Remember that commercial? Is it real or is it Memorex? Okay.
Trust that you already know.
What? It's Naked Man again. Of course it wasn't. It was not. This is.
Yeah. We know that it wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't him.
He was at home.
Yeah. Yeah. He was at home because he's either in a coma or he's dead. One or the other. Okay.
Aley nailed it. Exactly right.
Totally. All righty. Now, I'm going to put my questions aside here for a second because Aley, you had.
I have an interesting thing to talk about. Yeah. And
yes, please
it was an article that Keith was reading, and he said, for some reason, he said, what are you doing tonight? And I said, we're doing Snarky Show, on politics. He said, well, I got a snarky article that's going to blow your mind. So I told me about the article. And remember when Biden took over, Larry Kudlow and all the people said, we're going to go into a recession and the economy's going to be bad and this and that and that and this. And it didn't happen. No. It did not happen. In fact, it blew everybody's mind. And Larry Kudlow actually came on Fox and said, I wouldn't have believed it, but look at how well we're doing.
Yeah.
That's Joe Biden.
Yes, it is.
So what he says is, and this is going to really frost these guys' cakes, I tell you. He says that it's due to immigration that's happened under Joe Biden and the repositioning by the ding-dong governors, sending them out to here and there, has actually benefited the places they've gone to because they needed the jobs. People.
Oh my God, that's just too cool. Oh my gosh. And
yes.
you know, it wasn't on this show, but I've said that what the GOP does is going to go bite them in the butt because there's always two sides. There's a cause and effect. And what they're doing is shooting themselves in the foot. It looks like they're doing something because they're going to, pull a fast one, but it comes back. It comes back.
Isn't it a riot, though? It is. It's like, go ahead and do what you're going to. It's almost like how ridiculous the whole voting on the border bill, and they all screwed that all up and everything. But then the guy coming in to Congress in a wheelchair and scrubs to vote and make it win. It's like just amazing that they do. They shoot themselves in the foot. They think they got it all covered. Like they did with Mayorkas and others, but no, they don't.
No, they don't.
One of the commentators said that he wanted to point out to Mike Johnson the importance of being able to count, and that it was not the Democrats' responsibility to tell him who was coming in and who wasn't coming in. That is none of your business. You put something in front of the House. We took a vote. You don't know how to count.
But it's not fair, Margie says. It's not fair.
Dee is right.
Boomerang behind the curtain. Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
More power to them.
Yeah.
So I get here that things have really sprouted for Joe, and they're going to continue to sprout for Joe.
Oh, yeah.
And if you really take the time to look and see, you'll see that the economy and the jobless rate.
Yeah.
And what did you say, Marina? That the S&P closed at 5,000? It's never been that high?
Over 5,000. Never, ever has it been that high. And they're saying that it is due to a growing economy, robust economy.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Joe
Biden.
Yeah,
I know.
He's the watchdog. He really, truly is.
Right.
He is keeping an eye on things. He's not too interested in the name calling and all the things that are going on. He's doing the job. Right? He's not auditioning for anyone.
Right.
He's doing the job.
And here, this shows he didn't make us climb any mountains. Here we are on the plateau enjoying ourselves. Life is flowing well because he has created this situation with Janet Yellen where we're controlling we're controlling the prime rate and all of that. They really have made all the right moves. And the joblessness and unemployment rate is, excellent. Everything is going well. If I was going to get a state of the state, it would be A plus.
I know.
President Biden.
He does understand the economy, Christine, because he's been in even though he's been in politics and people don't like that he's been in so long, he knows how to do it.
He really
knows how to do it. Yeah. And he's not grifting. Yeah. He's not asking you to send him money because he needs to defend himself against 91 charges.
Indictables.
Indictables.
That's a good point. And you know what? This is a point I want to highlight is that when you have somebody in office who has an agenda that is their own personal agenda and it's all about themselves, you get the Trump. When you have Joe Biden, who's been in service, serving his constituents for years. He's devoted his life to this.
Yes.
That's what you get. You get a good country that is looking good. And
And I know that things aren't going well in the Gaza Strip, and he's really bullshit at Netanyahu. And I think he's told him that this is just too much now. But Netanyahu wants to wipe out Gaza. He really does.
Yes.
We have to stop that guy.
he has to be stopped.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dogs
Preach,
are
Mel.
very good judges of character, Carolyn.
Yeah.
And if a dog bites you and a dog doesn't like you, I
Yeah.
don't like you either.
That's right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Dogs know a good, they can judge character.
They can.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you're someone who is who's doing something to Uncle Joe, his dogs are going to step in.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
It's one of those F around and find out things. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. What else? What else did I have?
Oh, we were wondering about Harry and Charles.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Harry and Charles.
Yes, go ahead. You were
So we know that Harry went over to see his dad, King Charles, who's not well. He's apparently spent 30 to 45 minutes with him. And now they're saying that the reason he went home was because his father wants him to get the kids and come back. And so I'm really holding out a lot of hope.
I keep getting the chills again.
I know. I do too. Yeah, I get him. I just feel like at least those two should be able to reconcile. I don't know about William, but Charles needs to reconcile.
Exactly. And at this point, with his father fighting cancer, it's not anymore about what was said, what was done. That was in the past. As much as you can, put that behind you. Go forward, knowing that your time is limited. So you don't want to spend what little time you have left being angry and all that.
You don't want to leave regrets and be a stranger to your family, not your son. And here is the self. So he's doing introspection.
He is.
Charles.
Yeah.
Yes, because of course that's the first thing that you do. If your life is in peril in any way, it's you look inside and assess where you're at, and your heart longs for that family connection.
Sure.
It's a natural thing. So
I did not know this, but Harry is fifth in line still. That never went away. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. But I have here, your magic is potent. And so I'm thinking at this point, Harry's magic, it's his baby boy. It's potent, and his father is saying, I need to know your kids. They need to know their grandpa.
Yes. Absolutely. And I totally get confirmation on that.
Yeah. Oh, I got the chills too.
Yeah, I get it.
I think I pulled some tarot cards for this one because I thought it was a little more serious. I got the 10 of Wands. I think both of them realize the burden that this estrangement has put on them, and they're willing to kind of get past that. Right, concentrate on what's really important, and then I get the Lovers, the kind of. And what I get from this is let's mend fences, right? Let's mend it while we're both still here, and we can do that because there's nothing worse than, you're not okay with someone, they pass, and you're left with the regret.
Oh, you are. Unless you go to an Akashic reader or a medium, you kind of feel like you haven't gotten an ending to anything. But I think. They're saying in the chat they're worried about Kate, and I'm concerned about Kate as well. And I'm concerned about William because he's got Kate and her issues and the kids and his dad now. So I hope that he can pull it all together, and I think he's got his mother's resolve. So I hope so.
He does, and this has put him in a difficult situation. Your wife needs you and your father needs you.
Right.
Well, Yeah. Somebody could feel disappointed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
yeah, I think
Mhm.
yeah, it's not a comfortable position. And yeah, you guys, I don't know that we want to read on Kate. I think
I don't think so.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
another
Uh,
time.
Maybe.
Another time.
Yeah, as she gets a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah.
Because she's in that time period where
Yeah.
things could go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just
Mhm.
send her send all of them lots of healing energy, lots of love, lots of good things, and let them heal this rift and sort of come together. So yeah, there is that. I think I did have a few
In the chat? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Denise wants to know, Judge Cannon gave Jack to the 10th to turn over ongoing investigations about witnessing to documents and so on. What is the consensus if now Jack appeals to the 11th circuit?
Oh, to get rid of her or to
Yeah.
Now
Now
what he's doing with these by having the witnesses is the same thing as Ruby Freeman and the others. They're just going to be tortured by people. Really
exactly.
I have to say, though, I listened to I don't know if it was Midas Touch or which of the shows, but they were attorneys who could speak on the subject. And they did say something that made sense to me, and that's that Jack won't move till he has an absolute ironclad, no doubt of reason that she would be removed. He's not going to mess. He can only do it once. He can really only come to the courts once and say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So he's not going to waste his chance. You're right.
His chance.
Yeah.
Not
That's
only
what
that,
I get too. I get the hole. I get that he wants to make sure that the ball is going to hit the hole, not go flying off into the desert.
Yeah. And I get the door is open through the door when it's time. It is open and he's waiting.
He's waiting.
He's ready.
And the other thing too is she hasn't put anything down in writing.
That's what it is. This is what the commentators exactly. Yes, because she has to start making those mistakes that he can take and go.
Exactly.
Look at this. This is not legal. This is not based on law. This is a very weak and bad, blah, blah, blah. Like she did when she got in trouble over the creating all that havoc when the documents, the confidential documents at Mar-a-Lago, that whole thing was blown out of proportion by her, creating a special counsel bull stuff and making up stuff that was not even, she was censured because of it. It was so bad. So he's waiting for that again.
Yes, Roxy, she's not that smart.
No, she's not. No, she's a devotee.
She's a devotee. Yeah, she's a man.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. She's following instructions, and every time, every day that passes, that noose around her neck just gets a little tighter.
But that's why you haven't seen her write anything. That's why she just delays, because she knows the minute she has to go write something, she's going to screw herself over with her bad understanding of law and how it would
do. Like how Alina did in court by having the judge tell her she has to do this and she has to do that because she doesn't know how to do it.
Yes,
and this one doesn't either. Yeah.
Yes, she's never tried a case in court. That's how unqualified she is to be a judge, a Trump appointee. So,
yeah, exactly. And Julie says, our cards all look homemade. These are actually a deck of characters.
Yeah.
And that's what we're using, and
And
that's
we have a few others. We also have like the
Yeah.
listen bitch cards. Right, Carolyn Booker?
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh man, you gotta
Yeah,
laugh.
Trump really does love
Oh.
his smart people.
Cannon is an associate of Jeff Epstein's.
Oh,
I just heard tonight that they think somebody thought they saw him on his little island 20 days after he was supposed to be dead. Now, I don't, it wasn't, fancy, but a guy with gray hair, and they said that the nose on the dead guy or the pretend dead guy was totally different than his.
Well, I still go to the Cash Peters. He can't find him to put him through the white light. So in the cave, the dome. No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yep.
If Cash can't find him, he ain't dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hold on.
Yep, that's what we think.
Yeah, Rose Blue. Yeah. Why wasn't the report checked and edited before it was read? In the about
Biden. Yeah. It should have been. Yeah.
It should have been, and I think it was. And I think that whoever read it said, yeah, okay, let's go with this.
They're going to redact it, I heard, but it's too late. Everybody knows what's
Here's
in it.
another reason why people will hear that and go out and vote for the democratic way of the republic that we know and love. So it's going to backfire on the GOP, as always. There's a emotional component to if your son has crossed over, that they would hurt him with that. That is a bridge too far.
It is a bridge too far.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There was absolutely no need for that. It was meant to wound, to hurt, to be sarcastic, to knock him off his game, and especially
to give Don Jr. something to talk about.
Hello.
My father would never do that.
I mean, I want to know what he's up to. I want to know what's going on with him. So, and Rossi says, I heard that earlier today, that Cannon's husband is affiliated with the Colombian mafia.
I wonder if he knew Griselda. That movie was awesome. If you don't get a chance to watch it. Sonia Vergara did a great job. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Carolyn wants to know, what would the listen bitch cards say about Cannon? All right. My listen bitch cards.
Here's what mine says. Listen, bitch, ask yourself if it will matter in 10 years from now. If it won't, don't sweat it.
Okay. All right.
Oh man.
Pull one from.
They are fun cards. Marina's the one that found these. Marina, she corrupted me with these things.
I mean,
okay.
They always have very sound advice.
They do.
They do. And how fitting is this? It says, listen, bitch, your opinions aren't tattoos. You can change them anytime.
God.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great.
You can't make that up. That's awesome.
No, you can't. That's great.
And isn't it funny that, apparently Jack Smith met with her, and I think the conversation kind of went like, okay, Eileen, you really want to do this? You really want to go down this road? Because here's what's going to happen to you. So I know you didn't mean to, and you must have been tired that day, but so I'm going to give you a chance to revise.
I wonder, did they send in another person? Did you cheat and have your twin sister go in and take the test and be a judge? Jesus.
Could be.
Oh my God.
What'd you get, Val?
I was just saying, well, I know we're only supposed to pull one card, but the demon, the house and money. So it's I mean, it's all about the money.
It's at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Diana says it went like this. Listen, bitch.
And you got to have your hands on your hips, right? Yeah. Remember that little kid that would say to his mother, Linda. Remember that little kid?
Oh my gosh.
That little guy with the Linda, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda, listen.
That is the ringtone that I have on my phone.
For heaven's sake.
I love it. I love
Marina,
it.
That's great. Yeah.
I am up in the clouds because I have the Harry Potter Hedgewigs, the owl song.
Oh, nice.
That's my ringtone.
And I have mine turned on mute, so I hear nothing. It's a big nothing burger, as the other Linda might say.
Yeah. Oh, poor Rudy Giuliani is now blaming Trump for him being broke.
Well, they never paid him. They only paid expenses. They didn't give him an income.
Oh, gee.
Donald Trump not paying a bill? What? Surely you jest.
Trump told him to bring his own seat to the table.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He made an egg and he's laid an egg. I mean,
the yolk is on him.
The yolk is on him. What can we say?
I like that.
He laid an egg and he's sitting on it.
Yeah. So listen, Bit says, imagine how good it'll feel when you're done. Keep going. Yeah. Your days are numbered.
I should tell you the joke I heard. It's not very nice, but I like it anyway.
If you go to the
bathroom, if you go do your duty on the toilet and it's 11:59 p.m. and you're still on the toilet after the clock strikes 12, then you have same shit, different day.
Yes.
Aptly said. Thank you very much for sharing that, Aley.
I knew you'd want to hear that one.
It was something I needed to hear.
And it's the kind of thing that you can share. Absolutely.
That's very true.
Because it is. It's so true. Yeah. SSDD. Okay. Let me see. What else do we have?
D. Alloway girl says, Val, Giuliani counted his chickens before they were hatched.
That's right.
Yes, he did. Oh my God, that was brilliant. I should have come up with that. Oh God.
Yeah. Totally. All righty. Let me see. Let me go back to this. So Kelly Paul says, will Biden replace Merrick Garland with someone more assertive and restoring democracy?
Like Jack Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know. What's that face, Jack Smith's face? That gaze.
Yeah. Is he... you know what? No, I don't. No. Biden
I don't think he will. No. I don't think he would. No, unless he wanted to. He'd rather just strum along with him because he's done okay. Yeah, Merrick Garland's done okay.
Yeah. I have to say, just on another subject though, Rose Blue says that ain't that a goose egg, Val? That's another good one.
Well, he farts all the time when he's in a meeting.
I've heard about it, and you need to get a clothespin for your nose.
That's right.
I think he likes Garland's style and his low-key value, and that Garland knows who to hire.
Yeah.
AKA Jack Smith.
Exactly.
They need him back at the Hague, but Go ahead, Marie.
I got the demon, and what I thought when I turned this over was, no, that is something that Trump would do. That is something that the demon would do. Okay. Biden has a lot more integrity.
He does.
And if he decided,
unless he wants to not do it, if he doesn't want to come back, and people do that all the time. But he wouldn't tell him to leave, I don't think. And he wouldn't tell Alex Mayorkas to leave either, I don't know.
He really likes Merrick's low-key style and knows to the grindstone. And he thinks Merrick knows who to hire, and he hired Jack Smith. So if he's not the man going after everybody being the aggressive pit bull, he knows who to hire to make it happen.
Yes.
And isn't that what a good boss does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Garland may be a Republican, but I think he puts his job before his party.
He's not a Republican. I remember his speech when he accepted the job, and he talked about his immigrant parents and all about his growing up. And you can bet your sweet Bippy that guy is not a Republican in any way, shape, or form. It made you cry hearing about it.
He's just not a liberal. He's
he's not a liberal because he is very intellectual in doing his job, and he knows the law, and he's focused on that and not so much on that communication style. Like
he is very, very precise. Everything that he does is very measured. You're not going to get him to fly off the handle. He thinks everything that he does, he has looked at 1,000 ways to sundown. And then when he makes a decision, it's certainly well thought out.
It's well thought of, well documented. He understands all the levels of it.
And that's what he did with McVeigh. He found everything out.
Yes. He really knows his job inside and out. Although he may not be the blockbuster personality, he's got what it takes to do the job he's doing.
That's
exactly. And it's yes, if the person in that position has got a charming personality and all that, that's a bonus. But you don't.
Oh, he's a Scorpio. I thought he was a Virgo for some reason. Okay. Well,
so is Joe. He has Virgo rising or something, or moon in Virgo, because he is very analytical, and he's got that attention to detail and perfectionism. That would be Virgo. Yeah,
that's true.
And if he's just out of surgery, he may want to retire. He just might say, okay, that's it. I'm done. And
I just get I understand why people don't want the older politicians, because they think that, it's time for the younger people to come in but I hate it when they're ageist, where all of a sudden,
I'm not like that, and I don't think that way. Of course, Dianne Feinstein got to the point where
she was really in bad shape.
She was, having dementia, and she really should have. Her family should have said, Mom, no, you're going to have to step down, or somebody should have said it to her earlier.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
As far as other people who are older, no, I like their. I'm not saying everyone, but I like their wisdom. Right. I like you look at their record. That's all you have to do. And are they still sharp? That's it.
I agree.
I don't want to take somebody's job away from them because their age is 70 something.
Yeah.
Or
absolutely. And up until maybe about 20 years ago, people would tell people when they turned 65 years old, you have to retire.
Yes,
and then they'd bring in 2 people to take their job.
Yes, exactly.
And it just makes me so upset. You shouldn't. I had a guy that I work with. He's still alive. He's in his mid 80s. He just retired last year. He was very alert, very good at what he did, and he knew he could do it. But it just bugs me when people, well, they're old.
No, I don't go by. I don't like that ageist talk, and I don't agree with it at all. And I think it's a case by case basis. No matter what somebody's age is, can they handle it? Do they know what they're doing? Do they have the wisdom? Do they have the education? Did they understand the Constitution?
Yeah.
If you can't answer yes to all those, you're out.
Yes. Rose, I understand too. Yeah, I know what you mean. I imagine if we took a picture of Joe, and I think he had a facelift actually, folks. And it makes him look a little bit younger. And I think it will help, But yeah, it is very stressful, number one, just to be the president.
It is.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can too, Carolyn.
Yeah. Oh,
MG, Matt Gates.
Oh God,
JJ, Jimmy Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. So don't think for 1 minute. Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
I would much rather someone older who is doing a good job than someone younger who wants to learn on the job. There's a big difference.
Or the person that has no freaking idea what they're doing and they're old anyway.
I would have taken 20 Nancy Pelosi's over Marjorie Taylor Greene,
or over
Jordan, or
president.
over
she could run the country. Yeah,
I'm telling you. I mean, yeah. She's sharp.
She's not my favorite person, but she really rallied when she needed to, and she did a good job.
She did a good job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, he added hair, Arlene? Oh, okay.
Oh,
he added. Wow. Yeah.
I'll have to try that out.
He didn't want the comb over like Trump, so he.
Yeah. When the wind blows and it goes like this, and he's bald on top. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like a toilet bowl, when you put the seat down and then the wind blows and the seat comes up. Yeah.
That's why he likes bathrooms so much, Marina. That's why he puts all his documents in there.
Yes.
Bathroom reading. Yeah.
Must be. So listen, I just had a thought. Okay. If Trump is going to be incapacitated and unable to go forward, can you envision the Republican Party hat in hand going to Liz Cheney and saying, "Hi, Liz, do you know that thing that happened? I'm really, really sorry. Can you come back?"
I could see it. I could see a conversation taking place.
When you see some of these Republicans who are fed up to hear,
yes.
like the guy that was the Texas Republican that came in and changed that vote. Yeah, there's 4 or 5 of them, and a lot of them are leaving. But there's a lot of other people. I think they've been more assertive than others.
Yes,
but they all live in abject fear of that ugly man. Go ahead, honey.
They would go. There's the open door. They would go to her, knock on her door, see if she'd open it to him, and they'd have the conversation. Not that I don't know if she'd take him.
Sweet talker. Yeah, I get sweet talking her. Yep.
Ooh, I'm getting the chills. So this is something that they would do. Yes. If the push comes to shove and they didn't have anyone and they were sick of the old way. Yeah. Well, she would have to get some answers, some agreements in place before she ever agreed to anything like that. And it would not be the Trumpian MAGA GOP.
No, it wouldn't be them. They would be all out because Jack Smith would have kicked them out. So maybe, Chip Roy. I told my husband what Chip Roy said, and we're like, "Is the guy on drugs? Oh my God!" And it has to do with the border, and of course Chip Roy is Texan, and he's saying, "What the fuck? There's no difference down there from 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. It's all the same."
Yeah.
And I was shocked he said that, because that's a big statement. That's a big statement to say.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. And there's several, and I remember hearing one Republican a number of weeks ago who got up and said, to his Republican friends, what am I going to tell my constituents? What have we done that I could
I
point to?
remember I watched
Just
that whole
one
thing.
thing.
One
Times,
thing.
three.
They've done
Just
nothing.
one.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Yeah.
kept repeating it so I could listen to him say
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was true. It was so
true.
absolutely true that
So true.
no, they're all about obstruction, and I kind of like a whiny kid, Mom,
Oh, yeah.
I want a
Oh,
popsicle,
yeah.
I want a popsicle, I want a popsicle. And you give them the
Yeah.
popsicle. I don't
I
want
hate
that.
orange. I wanted purple. And yeah, I get it.
There you go. There you go.
Blue's saying, "Ooh, that's approaching a velociraptor. Clever girl."
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
my God. You guys are just as wonderful snark as we are. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. That's why we love you.
Yes,
That's why we love you. So we are at 1 hour.
Oh, we are.
We are. I know time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, it does. It does.
And yeah, and this, we looked at a good number of things. We, gave Uncle Joe his
due.
pat on the back and his dues, and we have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And everybody out there needs to be doing the same thing, is to just, get a list of all the positive things that Biden has done.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry mentioned this quite a while ago, that, have it ready so that when someone tells you, well, what's Biden done? You can say, well,
keep it out and
no
go
matter
down the
what,
list.
I'm
It's
glad
funny.
have.
I found a list when people were saying that about Obama. What has he done? And it was like this long.
Yeah, I
copied it and I would paste it whenever anybody on Facebook said.
I'm going to tell you, he was my favorite president so far.
He was everybody's, I think. Yeah.
So there you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
awesome.
absolutely wonderful.
Charisma, smart. He had it all. So
and just the right amount of snark.
Absolutely. And you could sing almost like Al Green.
Almost.
I'm so in love with you. Yeah.
He sings beautifully. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I especially loved when he did the speech, and when he was all done, he went,
yes, drop the mic.
He's very charismatic in a good way.
Yes.
Next time we'll have to take a look and see. Everybody's talking about Michelle. And
Michelle's amazing. I love
it. But they're saying she wants to run for president, which I can't believe because she didn't like him.
Run for president. She's answered that a million times. Absolutely not. She would never and has no. She wants to live her life.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Barbara Nesper, great bitchy laughs. Oh, I love it.
Yes. Perfect.
Yep.
All righty. Well, you guys, thank you for spending part of your evening with us. Really appreciate seeing all of you here, knowing that you're there, and we can feed off of your energy too. And ladies, as always, such a treat. I love doing this show. I really, really love doing this show.
It's fun. Yeah,
it is. So you all take care. Have a great night. Have a super weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, 2 weeks from tonight, when it will be Aley's turn.
Yeah,
it will be Aley. Yeah.
We could come dressed up in certain costumes. We could wear a Richard Nixon mask.
We could,
but
we won't.
It's a thought. It's up there.
Gosh.
Put it up there.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. I hope your team wins. Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever team it is. There you go.
All right. Take care, all.
Bye, everybody.